today I'm going to be showing you some tips and tricks on the Galaxy Tab S7 Plus. So the first thing is go open settings and then go to display. Then there you can see adaptive brightness. What that does, it sees kind of adapts what brightness you like, and then it'll automatically set it to it if you turn it on. So you don't have to set it to the brightness you like. The next thing is motion smoothness, and make sure it's at high, but if you want longer battery, get it at standard. High, it's smoother and has 120 Hz refresh rate, and the standard, it's longer battery life and 60 Hz refresh rate. The next thing you want to go to is the edge panels, and what that is the thing you swipe over here to get all the apps, and you can customize the handle, how transparent it is, and the size and the color, and you can, if it's left or right, you can choose between it. Like here's left and here's right. The other thing in edge panel settings is you click panels, and what that does, it shows when you scroll through the edge panel, you want to see apps, live messages, smart select, and all those other things. So I enabled all of them, so what that does is when I swipe here and I swipe to the right, I see all these things, and that's the way that you can do multitasking easier. The next thing is screensaver, and you can choose between colors, clock, photo table, photo frame, photos, or none. And I chose colors, so here's a preview of the screensaver colors. The next thing in display settings is the navigation bar. You can choose swipe gestures, so when you swipe up, it's recent apps. When you swipe on the left or right, it's back. And also, when you hit buttons, it shows this, and what that does, it's the recent apps, this button, the home button here, and the back button like that. And you can change the position and where it is. You want it center or left, depending on your preference. And what you can do also with the swipe gestures is gesture hint, and what that does is there's a little line here so you know where to swipe. If you click more options, you can see swipe from bottom, so swipe to the left for recents, and in the center for home, and the right for back. The next thing in settings is you want to open advanced features and click S Pen, and then Air Actions, and what that does is when you hold down the pen button and do these actions, you can choose what it does. You can open apps, do these stuff that when you click the pen button, and anything else. You can also do in certain apps, if you're in a meeting, you can set it so when you hold down the pen button, put the pen up, it does volume up, or when you're in Chrome or something like that, you can hold down the pen button, go down or up to scroll down or up. What you can also do is enable show pointer when hovering. So when your S Pen is close to the screen, it shows this little pointer here, and that might help some of you. Another thing is pen proximity alert, and what that does is if you leave your pen behind and walk away to your tablet, it will warn you that you left your S Pen. You can also choose what happens when your S Pen is removed from the back where it wirelessly charges. You can do open air command, create note, or do nothing. I set to do nothing. Another new thing that came in a recent update is S Pen detect. So when you're typing a website or something and you write it with the pen, it'll translate it to text so you can do it. Another thing is screen off memo, so if you really need to take a quick note without unlocking your tablet, then you can just press down the pen button and press down on the screen with the pen, and it'll open a note. Another thing is S Pen unlock, and what that does is if you press the pen button, it'll unlock your tablet. Another thing in advanced features is motions and gestures. And here you can see you can double tap to turn on the screen or double tap turn off the screen just if you enable it. And you can keep the screen on while you're viewing it. It detects if you're viewing it and it won't turn off that way. And you can just put your hand on the screen to mute alarms, and you can put the edge of your hand and swipe it without your fingers touching the screen to take a screenshot. Another thing in settings is lock screen. When you click that and click smart lock, what it does is if it's on your body, if you enable this, then it will automatically unlock it. But if it's on someone else's body, it'll still unlock. It won't detect that it's your body or not. In trusted places, like if you set it for your work or somewhere, and it detects if you're in work, then it will automatically unlock it for you when you turn it on. And it can automatically unlock itself if you connect to trusted devices that you can add. Another thing in lock screen settings is wallpaper services, and what you can do is dynamic lock screen, which changes the wallpaper of the lock screen every time you turn it on. Another thing in lock screen settings is notifications, and what you can click is icons only. So you see here the icons of the apps or the details like this, and you can choose the transparency also. What you can also do in settings is go down to digital well-being and parental controls. Then you can click screen time. Then you can see how much time you spent on each app, and even set a screen time goal. So let's say you want to spend like 2 hours on the screen, so you set the goal to 2 hours, but it won't notify you that when you hit 2 hours. You just have to find out yourself. Another thing is battery and device care, and you can click storage. And then you can see how much storage you used and what it's used, like the images, audio, videos, and stuff like that. Another thing you can do is go to settings and notifications. Then you can go to brief pop-up settings, and then edge lighting style. Then you can see here the lighting when you hit notification. Like here, this is spotlight, but I like echo. And also, you can choose if you want it the app color or if you want it a certain color. You can even choose from the color picker. And in advanced, you can choose how transparent it is and how long you want the effect to last. Here, you go to settings and then advanced features. Then you click side key. And what that does, if you double press the power button, you can choose what it does. You can open a certain app, open Bixby, or open camera. And when you press and hold the power button, you can choose what it does to wake Bixby or open the power off menu. Another thing you can do is go to advanced feature settings and click accessories. And if you have a book cover keyboard, it can automatically turn on the screen when you open the book cover, or it can automatically turn off the screen when you close the book cover keyboard. Another tip is DeX. So you scroll down here, and then you click this DeX button here. And what that does is it opens a desktop version of the tablet, which really helps if you're doing like school or work, because I prefer laptop over mobile for stuff like school or work or anything like that. Here you have a taskbar and all the apps, and look, like you can open it in desktop site. So here, like on YouTube or something, and it's kind of like a desktop thing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.